Yay, we're live. Hello.
Espera, que tengo problemas.
You still have a problem.
Todo.
Okay, good afternoon, everybody. This is Francisco.
And hello.
Today we are going to be visiting the Media Luna half moon shape gardens of Pamplona.
Half moon.
It's a half moon. Yes, it is.
Sorry.
It's a beautiful garden. But we are going to be starting. Hola, Linda Merlo. Good afternoon. How are you doing? So good to see you. Well, today is, by the way, it's not a beautiful sunny day, but well, it's good enough. Okay, it's very cloudy. It's kind of a.
It's not raining.
It's not raining.
We are lucky. It's not raining.
Good. Yeah. So that is good enough.
Yes.
Okay. So shall we start?
Yes.
Okay. So what? Hi, James. How are you? So we are going to start seeing this building that we have in front of us. That was the seminary of Pamplona. Okay, this building was constructed by a local architect, the one who designed the garden that we're going to be visiting. Hi, Chris. Hi, James. Hi, Jorge. His name was Victor Eusa. He was born in 1894 and died recently in 1990. The thing is that this seminary started the construction at the beginning of the 1930s, and it was fully completed, done by 1936.
No.
And
all of us know what happens in 1936 in Spain. Yes.
Wonderful, the horrible
Wonderful.
Spanish Civil War. So the idea of this building was to be a seminary, to teach priests, to become a priest. But unfortunately, hi Catherine, hi lady. Unfortunately, we had to change during the Spanish Civil War
Yes.
in 1936 until 1939 to be a hospital. Okay. After the war, it has regained its work, so it was once again the seminary of the city. By the 1960s, there was about 1,000
Wow.
priest wannabes.
Wow.
Yes.
I think that nowadays could be that we have 3 or 4.
I think we have 4 right now,
Four.
It's not exactly the same.
It is really sad.
In the 1960s, it was called the Priest Factory. Well, now obviously it's not in use as it used to be. So the thing is that what we have now, it's a house for retired people. Okay?
Yes, of course. I don't know if you know that, but all the retired priests, they came here. It is a kind of older people, residents.
So it's a residence for
Yes, for the
retired priests.
priests.
And now in COVID times, it has been used as a semi-hospital. It has been a condition for welcoming people with COVID, but in good situation, people that didn't need hospitalization.
Yes,
Let's put it
they
that way.
need some care, but not
So-
to go to the hospital.
So, where is that? Sorry. There we go.
Yes.
So, it started as a hospital, and right
Yes.
now it's almost a hospital.
Yes.
So, but today we are going. Sorry for all the noise, okay? But we are going to enter now the beautiful gardens of La Media Luna. But check this view of Pamplona's cathedral. I love this site.
Puedes acercarlo un poquito mejor.
There we go. So you see the mountains all the way at the back, and from here we get to see the Gothic Cathedral of Pamplona that we have already done the tour of the cathedral. From here we can see that it's a Gothic temple. We see the buttresses and the flying buttresses. It's a gorgeous, gorgeous view of our cathedral. Okay? In fact, everybody in town, we say that Pamplona's cathedral looks better from the side than from the front.
Yes.
Because the front it's neoclassical and it's way too modern. Okay?
I think this is the most beautiful view that have our
Yes,
cathedral.
it is.
Yes.
And inside. I love the inside. But this is one of the big entrances to the city of Pamplona. And I know the sun is right on top of this cross. But in Pamplona we have all of these crosses in all the different entrances of the city of Pamplona. Okay? They welcome the pilgrims, they welcome everybody in town. Right? This is a neo-Gothic cross. But we have the oldest one that we have in the city is from the year 1500, which is incredible. Okay, so let's enter the gardens of Media Luna. This garden, it is 67,000 square meters, which is about 7 acres. Yeah, more or less. I think it's pretty much all what it is. Okay, so it's a beautiful garden. We don't have as many flowers as the garden of La Taconera that we saw yesterday. We saw last week. Okay, this is a more architectural garden, a little bit smaller. We are in the defensive part of town. So Victor Eusa, the one who designed the seminary, also designed this beautiful garden in here.
I think that in fact it was the way to try to protect the houses from the river, because down the garden we have the river Arga, and they need to separate and to control el terreno, sujetar el terreno.
The land.
The land.
So all of this back then in the 1950s, this was outside of the city of Pamplona, okay? And all of these palaces or houses, these big beautiful houses, they were residential, but the thing is that they were constructed as leisure. The most impressive one, it is this one, okay? This is the chalet de Izu. And who was Mr. Izu?
Ambrosio Izu was his name. In 1911 he went to Mexico. He got some lucky with the business, and he helped Navarra and a lot of entidades, societies in Navarra, and he decided to have his summer house here in this part of town. Because of that, he asked to an architect from here, from Pamplona, Ramon Urmeneta, to contract to make to him this beautiful house. Yes, now it's not a private house, yes.
Well, the thing is that we have talked about what we call the Basque, the diaspora, and when all of these people had to migrate to America, Mexico, Chile, whatever, we call them Indianos, okay? Because remember that Christopherus Columbus thought that he was going to India. So for us, everybody that comes from America, and from America, I mean from Argentina all the way to Alaska, they are
everything
Indianos.
Is America, yes.
Everything is America.
And everything are Indianos.
And one of the peculiarities of the Indianos is that they would plant palm trees, because this is a very exotic tree for us. We don't have this type of trees
in Pamplona.
In Navarre.
No.
So whenever you see, if you ever come to Pamplona and you see any type of palm tree, that means that whoever planted it, it's normally inside of the garden or around the house, means that they are Indianos. They went back to America.
It happens too in Asturias and in many places in the north of Spain. You can see these kind of beautiful houses with a palm tree near the house. Yes.
So that's one of the things. I mean, it's one of the most important things that we have. It's the Indianos. They have this image of showing that they made it big, and it was a very important thing for them to, I wouldn't say show off, but it was a sign of pride. Okay, yeah. So that's a very cool thing. Everywhere around Pamplona we have different sequoia trees coming from the United States, and here we have to have one more sequoia tree. Okay, so this is the sequoia tree that comes from Northern California. So thank you for the trees, yes. Californians. We love them. We love the sequoia trees because really,
I think that garden is more important, the amount of trees, of big trees that we have, more than the flowers or this kind of new plants.
Well,
yes.
One of the things I love are these trees that we're walking now under. They're fake banana trees, okay, bananos falsos. They're like plain trees, but these ones are super old. That's why they're so big. Okay, they're like the ones we have in La Plaza del Castillo, in the center of the city. Those are super small. These ones are very old and very beautiful. Okay,
yeah, so they are really good because they have a really good shade.
Yes.
Pero me dan una alergia.
You're allergic to them?
Yes.
You're allergic to these trees? No way.
I'm not sure if they are that ones or the
Olms?
Castaños,
the chestnuts.
Yes.
So
I'm not sure.
Okay, I feel like we're invading the cyclist
yes,
path.
Yes.
And they're giving us a dirty eye.
Sí.
Well, it's okay. Not a big deal.
Let's corremos peligro.
Go to the right a little bit. So
better.
Whoop, let's let this runner go by. Sorry. So we are here, and we want to show you one of the things, the view from this beautiful garden. By the way, media luna, as we said, it means half moon. and it has the shape of a half a moon. And these beautiful views, okay, on a clear day, once again, right behind there, we would find the Pyrenees.
Pyrenees, yes, because this is at the north of Pamplona.
This is the north face of the city.
Yeah.
And the thing is that all the pilgrims that come doing the Camino de Santiago, St. James Path, they would enter through the Pyrenees and come in the city through this part over here, that as you see, okay, I don't know if you guys get to see that we have the river down there, and all of these are farmlands, right? They're vegetable gardens. The thing is
in
that
the middle of Pamplona
this is
town.
the middle of the
this
city.
Is the middle.
And the issue is that the meanders of the river, of the Arga River,
Yes.
A-R-G-A, that's the name of our river, all the meanders of the river, they are very rich, okay, the soil is very, very rich, and the vegetables that come from these little short farmlands, they're all privately owned.
Yes, yes, they
And-
are still in private, and you can buy them. The vegetables, you can go down to the ¿cómo se dice huerta en inglés? I don't
Vegetable
know.
garden.
Yes.
Jardín de vegetales.
Jardín
Vegetable
de
garden.
vegetales, okay.
So, yeah, and you can go there and buy the
Yes.
products they have. And the good thing is that everything is mega fresh and always in season.
And really
okay,
good.
so it's
yes.
very, very
really good.
And also, what we have, let me see if I can zoom in, and you can see the little horses. There we go. We have a little ranch of horses where you can bring your kids and you can teach them how to horseback ride. Right? In Navarre, we have three different places to horseback ride, and one is right in the heart of the city of Pamplona, which I think is super, super cool. So, hi Debbie, Tracy, Patricia, everybody, good afternoon. So, I love this view. I don't know if you can hear the
A mí lo
roosters.
que me gustan son las lechugas.
Oh, the lettuces. The lettuce from here, I mean,
Y los tomates.
are
And the
incredible.
tomatoes.
But that's much later in the summer. But
Yeah.
But what makes this garden of La Media Luna famous, at least for us locals, is this view that we have here.
And you can see that there is a lot of people having a walk inside the gardens, or running, or with the bicycles. Yes.
Let's cross now that there's no bicycles, so nobody coming in. We don't want to be run over. That pool and club fitness center is nearby. Yes. Okay, we'll show it to you later. Jorge. Yes. So this is not Jorge. All of this construction, these beautiful arches, they were designed by Victor Eusa. Okay? What he wanted to represent was the world. Okay? So all of the arches represent the continents and the world. So it's a beautiful metaphor. And we are all connected by water. Okay? So the water, these fountains that we have here, that is the symbolism. And what it makes in the middle, it is a big cross. Okay? Because remember, Spain back then was, right now we do not have a religion, but back then it was a Catholic country,
Y sobre todo Navarra.
and especially here in Navarre, exactly, and so close being to the seminary, so it has a Greek cross shape, right? So that's what
We
it.
have many squares with this kind of
Yeah,
cross shapes. Yes.
yeah, see. So here we have, once again, here the most important thing, as Ella was saying, are the trees. Okay.
But, sorry, I was trying to look for the fish.
Well, we do
Yes.
have some
When my
carps.
son was younger, we spent here many hours
Not
watching the
anymore.
carp fish.
The carps,
Yeah?
they were anyway.
Sorry.
So the thing is that when you come to this garden, one of the most relaxing places in this garden, it is this cafe, okay? The Cafe of La Media Luna. It is a beautiful, quiet cafe that you are sitting in the middle of the city, surrounded by trees, surrounded by nature, and it's like the nice, quiet, especially now that in Spain we are not allowed
To get
to
inside.
have coffees or have anything inside. This is a super good option to come
Yeah.
outside. We have asked permission to walk inside and show you the inside, because the place inside it's
It's
super
really
trendy and
beautiful.
super
Yes,
cool.
Yes.
Hola.
Hola.
So we love this cafe. All right.
And in Samen is a really
It's a very
good
exclusive
place,
neighborhood.
yes.
Yes, it is. So this cafe, it is like very hipster, very, it's like very chill out. The music. It is so.
Sorry.
Don't laugh at me. I'm trying to be cool, I need a bigger beer to be hipster. Anyway.
That's the muy hipster, I see.
I am very hipster today, yes.
Sorry.
So anyway, look, you have all of these huge windows that they bring all the natural light from the outside, so it's beautiful. They have here a picture of how it looked back then, okay, in the 1930s. And as you see, those windows, they were not there, it was just a corridor, and people would just walk in through it. So you two have the giggle. Yeah, well, it's funny. Anyway, let's go outside.
Hasta luego.
Hasta luego, gracias. So it's a beautiful, beautiful cafe.
Cuidado, cuidado que me enredo.
Oh, that's right. Sorry. So, well, now it's 6 o'clock and the kids are out of school. So it's like kids absolutely everywhere. It's a fabulous cafe. You're right, Tracy. I mean, it's really a super, super nice cafe.
And it's a really good place to stay alone or to stay with your kids, because you can have your children playing around you without any danger.
Yes.
It's really good.
It's like very, very cool.
Yeah.
Okay, so we are here to pay honor Mr. Pablo Sarasate. Who was Pablo Sarasate? Pablo Sarasate was a violin player. He was born in 1844, he died in 1908, and he was a child prodigy. Okay? When he was 9 years old, he was he was sponsored, by Queen Isabella II of Spain, and he went to Paris to study. He became the best violin player of his time period. He owned 2 Stradivarius. Okay?
I didn't know that.
Oh?
Yes, I didn't know that he has 2.
He had 2 of them.
Not 1, or 2.
One he gave it to the Spanish Royal Concert Hall, and the other one he kept it all his life. Okay? The thing is that imagine how important he was, Pablo Sarasate, that even Sir Arthur Conan Doyle, the one who wrote Sherlock Holmes, well, in one of the Sherlock Holmes books, The Red-Headed League, okay, in that book, Sherlock Holmes stops one of the investigations to go to listen to Pablo Sarasate in London. Right? So he was really an amazing, amazing violin player. And here, the city of Pamplona, we pay tribute to him in this garden. Okay? We love this gentleman.
And the School of Music.
Yes, the School of Music here has his name, by the way, in Spain's Got Talent and all of these music contests. Twice the winners have been from Pamplona, from his school.
Yeah, it's one of the best one in Spain.
Yes, very, very good. Anyway, you were saying that this is kind of a very exclusive neighborhood of the city. Yes. Yes. We wish we could afford living around here in any of these houses.
No.
The thing is that some of these houses are very, very expensive, and they are not anymore.
All of these houses.
All of these are very expensive.
Yes.
But they're not anymore privately owned. The big corporations, they're beginning to buy them, and they have here their headquarters.
Yeah, I think that almost all of them now are offices and something like that.
Yeah.
Yes.
The most important one, I think it is ONCE, the headquarters of ONCE. ONCE is the National Organization for the Blind. Okay, and they have here one of these.
Not only blind, not only
it was for the blind at the beginning. Yes. Well, let's talk a little bit about ONCE. The thing is that
because it's not easy.
It's a strange concept. What is this? Okay, here in Spain during the Spanish Civil War and during Franco dictatorship, really it was not having a blind or a disabled kid. It was a horrible thing for the family. There was barely any money to eat, so imagine having a kid with special needs. So it was horrible, very bad thing. And the thing is that the government would not take care of any of them. And there was this boy who was from a very wealthy family, and he was born blind. And he was a very clever gentleman. And the thing is that he said, okay, what I'm going to do, I'm going to create ONCE, Organización Nacional de Ciegos Españoles, Spanish National Organization for the Blind. And what I'm going to do, okay, we're Spanish and we love gambling and we have lotteries. And what he created is a lottery, and he would only hire blind people. And suddenly, all of these blind people, they start getting a salary.
They have a job with a really good salary, but now they have schools, they prepare books for them.
For the blind.
Yes, there is a lot of things, not only for blind people.
Now that's
yes.
it. Now any type of
No sé cómo decirlo en
handicap.
inglés. Yes.
I mean, you can have a mobility impediment, deaf people. Sorry if I'm not using the politically correct words, but you know what we mean. The thing is that if you come to, whenever you come to Spain and you see people in the streets with selling lottery, that is ONCE, and it is
really cheap because you only need to pay €1.50. €1.50, and we have every day a kind of a sorteo,
a lottery,
and the prices. Is not a really amount of money. Like I think it's like €3,000, something like that.
If you have 3,000 extra, you can give them to me.
No. But it's not like the national lottery that you would earn a lot of money. So, and it's quite easy to buy.
Yeah, because they're absolutely in every corner of the city and everywhere around Spain. And the thing is that you are giving to, yes, you're gambling, but all the money is for them, and the benefit that they invested in books, in schools for them, so it's an amazing
It's incredible because they have a special, and now they don't want to stay in a separate school. They are working to have all these kids, all these children studying with
normal regular schools.
in regular schools, and they try to help the teachers.
I think we're very proud of that.
I think it's a really good job.
So that's a very good thing. And now we're stopped here because we have this super controversial bench. Okay, this is our LGBTIQ plus. I think I'm missing one of the initials. Okay, for the gay right movements. Okay, the thing is that Pamplona is one of them. Pamplona was a very conservative, super conservative city.
Really? Yes, and Catholic and
very
everything.
Catholic. Hi from Bristol. Hi, Charlie. The thing is that little by little we have opened up big time, and Pamplona now is one of the most open, Spain I would say is a very open and accepting with gays, lesbians, transsexuals, transgender, the whole thing. And the city of Pamplona this year has decided to paint this bench in honor of the gay community.
But problem?
Houston, we have a problem. They didn't get the right colors.
I don't know if they forgot someone or it wasn't in the right order, but
so they had to repaint it. It was like, okay, we understand the symbol of it, but maybe you should have researched a little bit about it. Okay, so
it's been really funny in the newspapers, in the local newspapers, when everyone was talking about what happened in this place.
It was a very funny thing. So Jorge, yes, I mean, of course, in San Francisco, which is the most gay-friendly city in the world.
Okay,
you have them everywhere around. But for us, it was a huge symbol because imagine going from a city that was so conservative.
Yes, you need to understand that Pamplona was really conservative town, and people was really Catholic, and this is a really big change.
Okay, let's show one of the funkiest things in this park. Okay, so you see this house. Take a look at that. On top of the house, there's a cow. Purple cow.
Yeah, it was.
It was purple. It's looking now it's a little bit whitish, but I think it's so cute to have. What do you have on top of your house? A cow. Why not? Because I like it. I think it's kind of funny. It's very cute to have that up there. So it's super cool. Anyway, so let's keep on walking because the garden, as we say, it's much bigger. It goes all around. Everywhere, but from here, where we go, it's to see. This is the modern part of the garden of Media Luna, but we're going to go to see the old part of the garden, which is from the 17th century.
Yes.
All right, 1600s, which are the walls of the city. Okay, because as you can see, we are in a height. Okay, here we have our river, and you were saying about this pool. Okay, so this is a huge sports center. Okay, it's called El Club Natación, which is a swimming pool. They have like 6 different swimming pools for beginners. They also have a rowing club and the whole thing. But back then, as we are on a height, this was the big defensive part of town. And they constructed on the 1600s the walls of the city.
But in the 18th century, they reconstruct
reconstructed.
Yes.
Okay.
Because
Careful.
yes.
You know, one of the most difficult things, guys, when we're doing these live things, is that we have to control where we're stepping, where we're heading, what we're showing, and talk. So sometimes it's like,
It is like this.
hopefully it doesn't show when we trip.
Más escaleras.
But, okay, yes.
More.
Okay, let's start from.
Yes.
Okay. So here we go.
Yeah.
So it was reconstructed, but the important thing is that all of these bastions that we have here, they are very strong, very hard. And the thing is that this one, in fact, the one that we have here, it is the bastion of San Bartolomé.
San Bartolomé.
Okay. Most of our bastions, they have names of saints, by the way.
Sí.
And the thing is that this one has the shape of a half moon. So although the garden it has the shape of a half moon, the name of Media Luna, half moon, it was given by that garden. And from here, we also get to see the towers of our cathedral up there, right behind the big walls of the city. There we go. Okay, steps. Be careful. Okay. So, well, somebody was saying that Pamplona is a very green city. Yes, we are, as we say, always the second greenest city in Spain. The first one is Vitoria, which is 50 minutes away from here.
I think that now we are the first one, because we have we have opened some parks around the river, the Arga River. We have now like 32 kilometers of paths around the river of walks.
Okay, so
yes.
maybe we are not
maybe we are the first one.
So it's a beautiful thing. And in fact, our city hall, the budget in gardening, it's huge. In fact, if you see all of these things here, it's because they are replanting the grass, right? Every year at the beginning of the spring, we replant whatever has been damaged during the winter. So we are always taking care of our flowers.
And it is incredible because in every part we have flowers and gardens. It doesn't matter in a big park or in a rotonda.
And a roundabout?
Yes.
Yes, our roundabout.
Yes.
I love our roundabouts. One day we should do a tour in car going through roundabouts. But look at this. I mean, can you believe that we are right in the heart of the city? Okay, that building up there, that little green line, it is Pamplona's bull ring.
Yes.
Okay, so we're really in the middle of the city, and check how beautiful and green Pamplona is. I mean, maybe we are too much in love of our hometown.
Yes. And you know that here is quite easy to have these green gardens because here rains a lot, okay?
Yeah.
And that helps.
If you want green, it has to rain.
Yes.
Okay, so as we have all of the city, that the access to the city, it is through hills, okay? We need to have all of these bridges and different elevators and the whole thing.
Yeah, I love this kind of elevators because you can get up here with your bicycle.
Yeah.
You can come here to the downtown.
They have done it very well.
Y no tienes que subir cuesta
Yeah,
arriba.
you don't have to go up here
Yes.
with your bicycle. Okay, this building that we have here, it is El Frontón Labrit. Okay, Frontón, it is a highlight. Okay, where you play Basque pelot. Here we are the rural sports, let's put it that way. It is one of the
and I think that this is the most important fronton that we have in the Basque Country. Not only Navarra and Basque Country and La Rioja, that are the places where we are still playing these games.
So I mean, we have huge tournaments of pelot.
Yeah.
We have handball. I mean, okay. How do we say pelota vasca? It's look, we're
Pelota.
Pelota. So we go. So the thing is that pelot, it's a little round. Back then, it was inside. It was wood. It was wooden done. But now they have rubber inside. Then they have wool, and then you have leather.
Yes.
And we play. The tradition is to play with your bare hand. Okay, so that is the most important thing. And then you have pala.
Yeah.
Pala is a wooden racket. Okay.
Paleta corta, which is the small part.
The small pala.
Yeah.
So that's, I mean, we have a lot of different games.
Yes.
The most important one, I think it's called, well, sorry, no, I don't think it's called Cesta Punta, is what you guys call Jala in the United States.
Yeah.
Okay?
But really, here in Navarra and in the Basque Country, the most important one is the one you play with your hands. It is where we have the most famous pelotaris, the one who play this game, and when we have almost all the movement of money with the
the gambling,
yes,
gambling.
Apuestas, yes.
Well, yeah, I mean, when we have this huge tournament, we have Jala in Miami. Yes.
Yes.
Jala. Yes, you spell it right.
Yeah.
I played with Agustin there. Yay! Agustin, the guide. Okay.
Yeah, okay.
So let's turn this around. So as you see, Pamplona is mega super green, and now we're heading toward the end of our tour today, which is our river.
Yeah.
Okay, Pamplona's river, which is very, very beautiful, and we take so much care of our trees all year round. And now that they start blooming, they are gorgeous. Here, what we have, this White House. Well, it has nothing to do with the White House. But this White House here, what it is a hostel for pilgrims in the Camino de Santiago. Okay, it's called the Paderborn Hostel, and if you are a pilgrim, you can be hosted in here. All right, so it's pretty cool. And here we are at the riverbanks of our river. And we're gonna go all the way into the middle.
Yeah.
And
in fact, the walls they were reinforced to protect El Molino, that part,
the
that
mill.
building, yes.
So yes, we have here a mill, a water mill, which has always been very, very important.
¿Cómo lo has dicho?
Mill,
Mill.
miller,
Okay,
es
yeah.
el molinero.
Vale, I didn't know.
So we have this beautiful river that has always been the life of the city. Right? Pamplona has always been living thanks to this beautiful, beautiful river.
No te caigas ahora,
No,
¿eh?
we don't. But the thing is that here it's just a walkthrough. There is no handrail at all, so it's like, yeah, don't fall. No, we won't. We don't want to fall here. Okay, look at this. Isn't it beautiful? I love.
You remember the old pasarelas?
Yes,
You played
they
here?
yes. When we were kids, there were old ones that was super dangerous to play with. We have a little duck.
Because of that, it was so funny.
Yeah, many times we have fallen inside. Oh, there's not one; it's two of them. Oh, look at the
Patos,
duck.
patitos.
No te caigas. No, hopefully I will not fall. Okay, I love this.
Están haciendo chipichapas.
So here we have, this is one of the things that we all do. Come with the kids to throw stones to the water.
I spent hours near the river.
So, qué guay, yes. Let's not fall. It's like,
No.
okay, so we're going to be finishing here our tour of La Media Luna Gardens today here in Pamplona. Thank you for watching. You know that all of these tours, they're tip supported, so if you want to leave a tip, we have left a tip jar in there, so thank you very much. And we'll see you next Tuesday in Tuesdays with Fran. We still have no idea what we're doing next Tuesday. In 2 Tuesdays, we're going to Bilbao. Oh, it's taking us forever to organize that one because we have to ask for special permissions.
Yeah, because we can't get out from Navarra.
So
get out of
hopefully
Navarra.
we'll get all the papers right and we'll be able to go. That will be in 2 weeks. This next week, one of the most walkable cities in Spain. Beautiful. Thank you, Jorge. Thank you, Tracy. Everybody, thank you so much. Thank you very much, everybody. Have a wonderful week.
Yes.
Try to stay healthy. Wear your masks. And have a wonderful week in this beautiful nature that we have everywhere around
It is
here.
incredible in Spain.
Thank you,
yes.
Patricia. Un beso.
Bye bye.
Have a wonderful day.